Arcane Season 3, full recap. Episode 1, Ruins and Reckoning. The season opens in the smoldering wreckage of Piltover's council hall, where the attack by Jinx has left devastation in its wake. The few surviving council members, most notably Cassandra Kiraman, declare an emergency state, blaming Zahn for the assault. Vi, stunned by the destruction, desperately searches for Jinx, hoping to stop the inevitable war. But Jinx is gone, vanished into Zahn's underbelly, leaving only chaos behind. Meanwhile, in Zahn, Echo struggles to maintain control. Without Silco, Zahn has fractured into warring factions, each claiming power over the Undercity. Sevica, former lieutenant of Silco, seeks to restore the old order through brute force. Others look for new leaders. But the biggest threat lurks in the shadows. Singed, still experimenting with Shimmer, is working on something far more dangerous. In the depths of his lab, a monstrous figure stirs. Warwick. Piltover, in retaliation for the attack, deploys enforcers to suppress Zahn. Caitlyn, grieving her wounded mother, is torn between duty and her growing loyalty to Vi. She is ordered to lead a mission to hunt down Jinx and any Zahnites who resist Piltover's rule. As Vi searches for her sister, she discovers something terrifying. Jinx's Hextech-powered weapon was not destroyed in the explosion. It's missing. Someone has taken it. The battle for Zahn's future has begun. Episode 2, The Veil of War. Tensions between Piltover and Zahn escalate as skirmishes break out across the bridge. Caitlyn, leading a reluctant enforcer squad, tries to prevent the violence from spiraling out of control. But many in Piltover, including powerful figures like Sheriff Marcus' successors, want retribution, not peace. Meanwhile, Vi finds herself caught between two opposing forces. Echo's Firelights, who want a free Zahn built on justice, and Sevica's growing army, who crave vengeance. A new player enters the game, the masked revolutionary known as the Veil. This shadowy figure, wielding advanced Hextech weaponry, begins uniting Zahn under one cause: total war against Piltover. The Veil promises Zahn true independence, but demands absolute loyalty in return. Vi is suspicious. Who is the Veil? And where did they get access to such powerful technology? As Piltover and Zahn teeter on the edge of war, Jinx reemerges in the most unexpected place, inside Singed's lab. Episode 3, Monster and Maker. Jinx, wounded and lost, has taken refuge with Singed, but her mind is breaking, torn between the voices of Silco, Vi, and Powder. Singed, ever the scientist, sees opportunity in Jinx's instability. He offers her something she's always wanted: clarity. A way to silence the chaos in her mind. All she has to do is submit to his experiments. Deep in the lab, Singed continues his most terrifying project yet. A monstrous figure looms in the shadows, a heavily mutated being, infused with Shimmer and Hextech. Jinx, peering closer, recognizes something familiar in its twisted form. Singed whispers one word: Warwick. Elsewhere, Caitlyn, trying to prevent all-out war, infiltrates Zahn to negotiate with Vi and Echo, but she is captured, delivered straight to the Veil. Vi, desperate to save her, finally unmasks the Veil, and she is horrified by what she sees. Episode 4, The Noxian Shadow. The Veil is revealed to be Jericho Swain, a cunning Noxian war strategist. For years, Noxus has watched Piltover's rise, waiting for a moment to strike. Now, with Piltover and Zahn locked in conflict, Swain offers Zahn an alliance. Noxus will grant them independence and power in exchange for their loyalty. Some in Zahn, desperate for freedom, consider his offer. But Vi and Echo know the truth. Noxus doesn't liberate, it conquers. Caitlyn, now a prisoner of Swain, fights to escape. In the chaos, she learns something shocking. Jinx is alive and working with Singed. Worse, Singed has finally perfected his most dangerous experiment. The monster known as Warwick is loose. Vi, torn between saving Caitlyn and stopping Warwick, makes her choice. But before she can act, a haunting growl echoes through the city. Vi? Episode 5, The Beast Unleashed. Warwick, once Vander, the man who raised Vi and Jinx, has been fully transformed. A monstrous, mindless weapon, programmed to hunt and kill. But something in him stirs when he sees Vi. Vi tries to reach him, pleading with him to remember who he was. But before she can break through, Jinx arrives, watching from the shadows. Powder whispers in her head, telling her to help. But Jinx wants to destroy. The voices inside her battle for control. The war explodes. Noxian forces launch an attack on Piltover, using Zahn as a pawn. Echo and the Firelights lead the resistance. Sevica, seeing an opportunity, sides with Swain, wanting power at any cost. In the middle of it all, Caitlyn finally escapes and reunites with Vi. But it's too late. Jinx makes her choice. She shoots Warwick, sending him plummeting into the abyss. Vi screams. Jinx, looking at her sister, whispers, "You never needed saving." And then she disappears into the darkness. Episode 6, The Last Stand. Piltover burns. Zaun erupts in rebellion, and Noxus tightens its grip. Echo and his firelights refuse to let Zaun be enslaved, rallying the people for one final stand. Caitlyn and Vi fight together, their bond stronger than ever. Swain, watching the chaos, believes he has won, but he underestimates the people of Zaun. In a desperate gambit, Vi and Echo lead a direct assault on Swain's command center. The battle is brutal, but just as Swain prepares to execute V, a blast of blue energy erupts. Jinx has returned. But she is not the same. Her body pulses with a strange glow. Her mind is quiet. The chaos is gone. She looks at Swain, grins, and says, "Boom!" The explosion sends Swain's forces retreating. Noxus pulls back. The war ends, but at a heavy cost. Zaun is free, but at what price? Final scene, the experiments end. In the wreckage, V searches for Jinx, but she is gone. Caitlyn, wounded but alive, reaches for Vi's hand. "We're not done yet," she says. Deep in Singh's lab, the final twist is revealed. Jinx wakes up on an operating table. Her eyes glow unnaturally. Her hands tremble, but her mind is finally terrifyingly clear. Singh leans in and whispers, "Now, you are perfect." Cut to black. Final thoughts. Season 3 of Arcane delivers its most intense and emotional chapter yet. With Jinx transformed, Warwick's fate unknown, and Zaun finally free, but at a devastating cost. The future is uncertain. What has Singh's done to Jinx? Is Warwick still alive? And with Noxus lurking, is Zaun truly free? The stage is set for an even darker battle ahead. To be continued.